Hey, what's up, family? It's your girl, Wordplay Queen, and I'm coming to you all with another message. I just wanted to touch base. It's late. I normally don't do my videos late because I be like hunkering down. I be much more lower energy at nighttime. But I just wanted to talk about addiction because super low key. And don't tell nobody, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I have been battling with it myself. I ain't fixing to tell y'all what I'm addicted to, but just know that I feel like it is something that a lot of people deal with. I feel like we've normalized it, and we've normalized a lot of mental health, just habits and ways of thinking and disorders, and we've just been going through the motions of our life, a lot of us, and not realize that we have certain traits that probably need to be addressed. And probably if they be addressed and stopped, and new habits created, then you will see a significant change in your life. So I just wanted to talk about addiction because I feel like addiction can span to a lot of things. It's not necessarily that you're on heroin or crack or something like that. You can be addicted to smoking weed. I don't care what nobody say. You can be addicted to smoking weed the same way you can be addicted to eating bacon, or the same way you can be addicted to running, the same way that you can be addicted to being and losing weight, the same way you can be addicted to a lot of different things. Porn, masturbation, sex itself. You can be addicted to a lot of different things, and to really realize that you have a problem, you have to stop making excuses for yourself. If there is something in your life that you are doing in a repetitive manner, something that's incorporated into your everyday, and it's not positive, these are the type of things that I'm talking about need to be addressed. Running is a good addiction. I'm just using that as an example, because you can be addicted to anything. But if you're going to have an habitual way of doing something where you have to do it repetitively, something active would be better. Like, I'm addicted to going to the gym, or I'm addicted to eating well. Like, those type of things are better forms of an addiction. But being a person who has that type of quality about themselves, and a person with an addictive personality or trait, that's not a normal person. Because not most people, I would just say some, because I don't got statistics or nothing, but it's people out there who can do things and not have to do it again. But there are some of us who do things and it gives us a reaction or a feeling or an emotion or something. And like people who are addicted to gambling, they're addicted to the chance that they might win some money. I'm guessing that's what that addiction is about. But we don't necessarily get addicted to the thing. It's not the thing that you're addicted to. It's the way the thing makes you feel. So, like I reference a lot in my other videos, this kind of ties into like not having control of your emotions. So, if you have to do something because you need the way it makes you feel, you need it, then there you go, you have an addiction. So, what are the best ways to get over an addiction? This is something I've been asking myself because, like I mentioned before, there are things that I know, like certain habits I know I have, like certain things that I do that make me feel certain kind of ways that I know I shouldn't do. And I do it repetitively. And it's like the first step is realizing that you have a problem. Like, you may not want to tell nobody about it. You may not want to open your mouth and claim it. But if you can see that you're doing these things and you can't stop, like, say every day you have to smoke weed and you can't stop, like, you can't. You can't. And you can't say it's because weed is medicine necessarily, because the weed that you're probably buying comes from the guy down the street. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a place where he's growing it himself. So it probably came from Colorado or Cali, where everything is pretty much hybrid. So therefore, it was genetically modified. So you don't really know at that point why you keep smoking the weed. So anyway, so say you just a person who do though, and you get up every day, you gotta smoke it in the morning, you gotta smoke it before you eat because you don't got no appetite, you gotta smoke it before you go around people to relax you, you gotta smoke it before you go to bed because you can't sleep. Man, I feel like it's a lot of people just walking around living a life like that, where we are basically doing all types of things. And so say it's not weed, say it's masturbation. You can't even go to nobody's house without getting off first. So, I mean, it's so many things, but I'm not going to call people out. I don't want you to feel bad while you watching this, because this is not an attack on you. Because like I said, I'm dealing with it myself. As we go through this spiritual journey, we have to begin to point out those things about ourselves that need the most work, because we want to go ahead and get that over with quick. Like, you know, that type of work is not going to happen like this. Forming new habits and creating a new routine for yourself, and figuring out why you need the feeling of whatever it is you're addicted to. That can take time. So the first step, so you can just stop wasting time, is to admit that you got a little bit of a problem. Just not like a big one, but like a little bit of a problem. And now that you can see that this behavior is not conducive to your growth, the next step would be to research and dive a little bit deeper into why you need to feel like that. Is there any other thing that you can do, since you are probably the type of person who has an addictive personality and easily gets hooked onto things? Is there something else that you can do to supplement that feeling? Can you, instead of smoking, can you meditate? Because if you meditate correctly and do your breath work, you will get a sense of a high. If that's what you're seeking. Like, so once you start unpacking why you do certain things, like, why are you addicted to sex? Why do you have to have sex every day? Why? Like, if you didn't do it, what would happen? If you didn't do this thing that you do every single day, whatever this thing is, what would happen? So now we need to start figuring out how we can control those emotions that we've been trying to sate or sedate this whole time. And then once you do that, it's really just an uphill battle from there, getting rid of that bad habit. It's trial, and it's not error, because you're not going to be perfect throughout this process. Okay, this is learning. Once you let something go that you've been doing repetitively, and once you realize that, man, I've been like covering up feelings that I've had about stuff. I've been like sedating myself every day. I've been like depressed or anxious or something, you know? And once you figure out whatever that something is, you can grow. The growth that you're going to experience, my gosh. I can't wait to see it. And if you have a testimony about it, overcoming something that you felt like you were addicted to, then I would love to hear your story, because I feel like those type of stories are very encouraging. I feel like this is a real moment I'm having with y'all, because nobody's perfect. Like, we get caught up in social media, and we see, because social media is another addiction. If you gotta wake up every day and check your phone, if you can't not check your phone for a day, that's an addiction, and that's something that needs to be addressed. Because what are you doing that for? You need instant gratification. What do you need from that? What feeling does it give you, and why do you need that feeling? That's just what we want to unpack here. Nobody is perfect, so you can see people and think that they got it going on, but trust me, we are all dealing with things, and we are all battling through our growth. right now. And nobody is perfect, and we can all really help each other, to be honest. So I just want to touch base real quick about addiction. If you have these type of problems and you want to reach out or you need somebody to vent to, my inbox is always open. I hope I reached you all at a great time, and if I did not, I'm just sending you love and light right now, and I pray that you be blessed. And thank you for tuning in. Peace.